iPhone 14 Pro is set to be the phone that could shake up the iPhone range by potentially bringing in a notably different design from the iPhone 13 Pro. So far, the rumors have hinted at everything from the death of the notch to the return of Touch ID. This is probably well overdue. As good as the iPhone 13 Pro is, it's arguably not a definitive upgrade over its predecessor. And overall, the iPhone hasn't taken a huge leap forward since the iPhone 11 Pro. Based on these rumors, the iPhone 14 Pro would start at $1,099, which is a $100 hike over the $999 iPhone 13 Pro. And the iPhone 14 Pro Max may see a similar $100 increase, hitting $1,199. This relatively significant leap in launch price would certainly sting the wallet of anyone hoping to score a high-end next-gen iPhone 14. Prosser's renders show a trio of cameras flush with the iPhone 14 Pro's back. But if that sounds nice, you might be disappointed by some rival schematics that show the iPhone 14 Pro models looking a lot like their iPhone 13 counterparts. The raised camera array is back, and even bigger on the iPhone 14 Pro. The new phones are also rumored to be 0.2mm thicker than the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. Other reports also have the rear camera module tipped to get bigger. The reason for this, according to reliable Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, is that a larger module is needed to house a 48MP camera. As a result, another leak claims the corners of the iPhone 14 Pro, but not the Pro Max, will be getting rounder to better match the curved corners of the new module. Perhaps the most notable rumored design change for the iPhone 14 Pro is the removal of the now infamous display notch. Display analyst Ross Young expects Apple to offer a pill-shaped cutout for Face ID along with a punch hole, so there would be two cutouts. This design is now seemingly locked in according to rumors from Everything Apple Pro. There were some early rumors that Touch ID could make a return in the form of an under-display fingerprint scanner. However, the jury is still out on how likely this is. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo reckons that there won't be an iPhone with Touch ID, or under-display Face ID, for another few years. This would have been pretty disappointing, as during these mask-wearing times, having an alternative to Face ID is very handy. We've only had one leak address the color options for the iPhone 14 Pro. A Chinese leaker claimed that alongside the familiar graphite, silver and gold Pro iPhone colors, the new option for this year would be a dark purple. You can see that below in another set of renders, these ones coming from Artist Soda opens a new tab. As for screen sizes, according to Ross Young, the iPhone 14 Pro could increase in size from 6.06 inches to 6.12 inches. This will apparently be because of rumored slimmer bezels and new notch design. Don't expect a big change in the number of cameras the iPhone 14 Pro will bring, as the Pro phones are tipped to stick with the standard combo of a main, ultra-wide and telephoto array. Given how Apple phones regularly feature in our best camera phones lineup, that's no bad thing. But one leak has the iPhone 14 Pro tipped to get a 48MP main camera, which could finally make a change from the 12MP cameras Apple has used for years. Following on from the A15 Bionic, we'd expect to see an A16 Bionic chip in the iPhone 14 Pro series, with improved performance across the board according to alleged benchmarks. However, a suite of rumors thus far have the iPhone 14 tipped to stick with the A15 Bionic chip, which would create a disparity between the model's core specs. This would be a first for Apple, as it has always equipped new iPhones with upgraded silicon. Storage is likely to go up to 1 TB, but there have been no solid storage rumors for the iPhone 14 Pro yet. A source from Weibo claiming to know the battery capacities of the iPhone 14 family shows that all models except the iPhone 14 Pro Max will be getting a slight increase in size. The 14 Pro Max is in fact shrinking a little, but hopefully not enough to impact the phone's overall battery life. We'd be confident that the iPhone 14 Pro will match or exceed the 11 hours and 42 minutes the iPhone 13 Pro did in our battery test, which forces the phone to endlessly reload web pages on a cellular connection until it dies. As for 5G, we're expecting the iPhone 14 Pro to use a new smaller 5G modem chip. The smaller size should mean it takes less power to run, and that there could be extra room for the battery to expand into. That would mean the already impressive battery life of the iPhone 13 can be improved upon even more. In addition to its cellular and Wi-Fi connectivity, the iPhone 14 Pro could also gain the ability to connect to satellite networks. That's a feature that first emerged in the build-up to last year's iPhone 13 launch. While the capability didn't arrive in time for those phones, reliable tipsters say emergency satellite communications are a possibility for the iPhone 14 models. The idea is that when you're in an area without good cellular or Wi-Fi connectivity, you can send text messages to emergency services over satellite networks, alerting them to your location. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.